Hey, what's going on, everybody? I'm Glenn,
I'm Tyler.
and we are the Channel Surfers, baby. Let's go. Welcome, and welcome back to the channel. We are the Channel Surfers. We don't know where Daryl is today, so Glenn and Tyler
busy.
again. Yeah, he busy. That's all we can tell you. It's episode 15. Today we are going to be discussing everything we have heard, read, and seen from CinemaCon, because it's a big time for movie lovers everywhere. But first things first, Tyler, what is the best thing you watched this week?
So I did go see Super Mario Galaxy, but I'm gonna say since we talked about that recently, the best thing I watched this week was Mike and Nick and Alice, and it's got Vince Vaughn and James Marsden.
Yes,
And
I saw
yeah,
on Hulu,
it's
right?
on
Disney
it's on
Hulu.
Disney Plus, yeah. But
Yeah.
it's basically like Vince Vaughn and James Marsden play like they're in like the mob or whatever, and then James like I don't know how much I'm going to say, but I mean, obviously there's time travel in it because obviously there's two Vince Vaughns, and you find that out from watching the trailer.
That's in the trailer too, though, so it's not like you're giving
Yeah.
away any information.
But so basically it's like Vince Vaughn goes back in time to like stop them from. I don't know if this part's in the trailer or not. It's been a while since I've seen the trailer, but basically to stop them from killing somebody.
Yes,
And
that's in the
then
trailer.
okay, so then, but I mean, I thought it was funny as fuck, but it's also kind of goofy. Certain editing choices that made me kind of like, why are they doing like every time there's like a big shootout, they kind of do this weird like blurry slow motion kind of thing, and I was like, why are they doing that shit? So that kind of threw me off. But I mean, I only gave it 3 stars, but it was still, I thought it was good. Like it was fun. And then what's better than one Vince Vaughn? 2 Vince Vaughns. So it's lit.
Yeah.
It's fun. He's actually not doing his like fast talking kind of like comedic stuff in this one. He's still like kind of funny, but he does a little bit more. He's a little bit more dramatic.
Okay, that makes sense.
Not too crazy, but it's a solid ass movie though. Like I think him and James Marsden had some solid chemistry too.
That's cool. I want to watch it. I haven't watched it yet. I thought I was trying to decide if it's a movie I should watch with Jen. I know it's probably not her type of movie though. And then like I said,
she might like it.
But I mean, if it's a 2.5, 3 level movie, to me, that's a good hour and a half kill, 2 hour time. Like, I'm not gonna be super strict on or super, harsh on a movie. I just want to have a good time, kill some time. So definitely that's on Disney Plus, Hulu, whatever you got. Best thing I saw this week was Michael, the controversial movie apparently that's in theaters right now about Michael Jackson. We just posted my review on our TikTok and our social medias, our Twitter and everything. But I gave it a 3.5 out of 5. For me, if you want a movie that deep dives into like allegations and gives you some brand new discovery, that's not what a movie is. That's called a documentary, where somebody is doing some investigative journalism and uncovering things. A movie biopic is based on the person who lived. I really like the movie. Javar Jackson, his nephew, should get an Oscar nomination because he really, really embodied Michael. There's times in the movie where you don't realize you are watching Javar Jackson. You kind of forget it and you're like, damn, is this Michael Jackson on TV? Colin Domingo was amazing. I've never seen him not be able to act, so I know he can act really well. Even Nia Long's portrayal of his mom was really, really good. My only real critique of the movie is it just moves entirely too fast. They're trying to put a lot of information in 25 years in 2 hours. So they're doing a lot of time jumps. And if you've ever seen the American Dream, the movie, the Jackson 5 movie, that movie was 5 hours. So they were able to stretch shit out. A big thing for me is like, this is the Michael movie. So as much as I love seeing the Jackson 5 stuff, I didn't really need it again. I thought the American Dream movie was a great Jackson 5 movie. I would have loved this movie to be, let's start at Off the Wall. How did you become a solo artist? You could really name this movie Thriller and just did how did you make the Thriller album? Like, I want to see conversations that went into that. Like you and Quincy bouncing shit off the wall, like back and forth. That's what I really would have liked. I wish they would have dove deep into like what made him a genius. But as far as the performances in the movie, this movie is so fun. If you are a Michael Jackson fan, go watch the movie. Rotten Tomatoes and all that Jewish propaganda they doing over there, we not with all that. This movie is gas. And like, you can see it with the popcorn meter being a 94 and the critics is 27 because they mad certain things aren't in the movie. The movie stops at a certain time period. It's supposed to be a part two, depending on how good the movie does. But like I said, if you love Michael, man, listen, when he's performing, like they show like him performing Billie Jean and Human Nature and Bad, like you cannot tell it's not Michael Jackson. Like I said, so I would definitely go see this movie. But do you plan on seeing it, Tyler?
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
Yeah, like I said, I thoroughly enjoyed myself watching this movie. Like, I think I cried a little bit, like because again, it reminds me of a time where like my parents introduced me to Michael Jackson. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But like I said, it was super good to me, and all that nonsense about I want to hear about what he did to. No, we don't want to hear that in no biopic. Sorry, that's not what we're here to watch a movie for. We in the
Yeah.
Elvis movie, I didn't want to hear that Elvis slept with a 14-year-old girl. Oh, look at his wife, beautiful. They're beautiful.
Yeah, people love that shit.
Yeah, I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear the bad shit about that. So, but of course, because he black, you know how that go.
And like they're just talking, they're talking about it, and then you're just like, all right, bro. Like there was literally a documentary about this already, and why would they even go
Yeah,
into
like
it? Why would they go into this?
like, I want to hear about the allegations. Go watch Leaving Neverland.
And
They made a movie.
and
They made it for you.
and the fucking like apparently from what I've been seeing is that this doesn't even take place like in that at that
Nope.
moment in time anyway. So why the fuck?
95 is the one they're talking about. The movie ends. No spoiler. The movie ends in 88.
Yeah. So they're just
that's
like,
the cutoff.
ooh.
So it's like, dude, we're not there yet. Maybe in part two if y'all shut up and just go watch the movie. But no, like I said, I enjoyed it though for sure. Like Kai has now been singing like "Beat It" all the time. Like, so like I definitely plan on going to see it again for sure. It was I really enjoyed the movie. But yeah, so go see Michael Jackson. Watch Nick and Alice and Alice and Nick. Is that how to rate it?
Mike and Nick and Alice, yeah.
Mike and
Close
Nick,
enough.
Nick
I
and
mean, it's the
Alice.
same shit.
Yeah, somebody and somebody else. Watch this shit. But yeah, so let's get into CinemaCon. For those who don't know, 4 days out of the year, you get to go to basically Vegas. And the big studios, we're talking Sony, Warner Brothers, Amazon, Universal, Disney, and Paramount, they basically preview things that are coming out in the next 2 calendar years or so. They'll show stuff that you already know, seen that's coming out this year. They might dive deeper into it, and then they'll show you like their slate for next year. It's a 4-day event. It's just super cool if you're a media member or somebody that really loves movies. You can pay and go and see it and everything. Day one was Sony. The biggest news for me with Sony was we finally got news on Beyond the Spider-Verse. They showed clips of the movie. From everything I've seen, it looks amazing. It's so crazy how long these 3 movies have taken to complete.
Mm-hmm.
But take your time because y'all are this close to having the greatest trilogy ever. So I'm super, super excited about Beyond the Spider-Verse.
Does it count as a trilogy? Does it it's technically it's supposed to be a part 2, but I guess they changed that, huh?
Yeah, this is a full you got look. This is because it's what was it? It's into across and now beyond.
Yeah.
So that's how we're gonna break it down. That's 3 movies. I'm with it. It's so funny. Like I think these movies started. When did these movies? These movies might have came out when we was like 27. We about to be like 34.
It's been a while.
Yeah,
it's been a while.
But,
damn, bro, don't put us out there like that. What the fuck?
I know, fact. But listen, hey, look, it's about to be. I'm excited for that. Another movie Sony did, which Sony is just booming with the the video games. Like that's really their lane. Jumanji open world. I loved the original Jumanji with Robin Williams. Like absolutely one of my favorite movies as a kid growing up. What they have turned Jumanji into is great. Like I love The Rock and Kevin Hart together in anything that they do because they are so funny together. Then you throw in some Jack Black in that. Oh my God! Like I was and what's the girl that plays
Karen Gillan?
Yes. She plays Nebula or whatever in Marvel. She is funny too. Like this concept that they've done with the Jumanji, I love. These are like some of my guilty pleasure. I love watching these movies. These movies are so funny to me. Like I don't understand.
It's not even a guilty pleasure. They're actually pretty decent movies. Like
I like them.
I thought the first one was really good.
Yeah, facts. When they
I
were
mean, I thought
remaking it,
this.
I was like, but it's like you went straight comedy, like you went full comedy,
Yeah,
like so
I'm
it's like
glad.
okay, this is
I'm glad they didn't like. I mean, it's because I think everybody's expecting them to just be like, "Oh, how can you remake Jumanji?" But they didn't
yeah,
remake
facts.
it. It's not even a reboot necessarily. It's
It's
just
literally like its
it's a
own
continuation.
thing. Yeah,
Yeah,
and it's like, hey, we whatever y'all had doing over there, y'all was cool. So yeah, I'm super excited for them to come back again because I think again, you getting The Rock and Kevin Hart already is just so good. Everything they do, then you throw Jack Black in, and when Jack Black is on, there's probably not many people better than Jack. Um, and then another movie I'm super excited about is the Resident Evil reboot. It's going to be Zach Krieger who did Weapons. I don't know much about Zach Krieger. I absolutely loved Weapons though. Loved Weapons. Um, and I'm not gonna lie, I haven't watched a lot of Resident Evil movies recently, but it's zombies. So sign me up. I mean, what else can I say about it? You
I mean
know,
they've all but like the very very first one was good, but
I
it's
watched
like
Paradise City. What number was that though?
yeah, I can't remember. There's been
Exactly.
I watched like the original group of
Yeah,
movies, and then I haven't really paid attention to it, but I've heard they've all been fucking awful.
I'm sure they have been. That's why I'm glad a reboot is coming. We need a fresh director, fresh writer. And I mean, we have such different graphics and level of, CGI and special effects. So like I said, I'm excited like to see what his spin is going to be on it. Like, will he be more true to the video games?
It's just
So
it's so funny that Zach Cregger came from the show the comedy troupe The Whitest Kids You Know, and
that's the
now
show he
he's
came from?
yeah,
Okay.
and now he's doing fucking horror movies and shit. It's crazy.
Facts.
Like
Bro,
okay,
weapons. Yeah, weapons that shit
but
blew my
yeah,
mind. Yeah.
we'll see how good this is because so far Resident Evil is not on a great track record. I just want them to.
No,
I
for
mean,
sure.
God, if they could follow the game a little bit. I mean, Jesus Christ.
They
But
really just be doing their own thing.
yeah, there's like
Like
fuck it,
for
who
real.
cares?
Yeah. Yeah, there's some other things that Sony did, but those were the big ones. We're not gonna go through all of them, obviously. But yeah, Sony had day one, and like I said, they're doing another video game. I want to say it's Bloodborne, but that's where their bag is right now. They're so good at making like these video games, and they didn't, like giving them out to different studios and stuff. Like bring everything from PlayStation to life because y'all have such a God. They have such a unlimited. Like I can't wait for the Assassin's Creed series, the God of War series. Like there's just day
Mm-hmm.
two. Day two was the big dogs. It was Warner Brothers. Shout out to Warner Brothers because number one, when they announced theirs, they have committed to basically like 30 movies in theater, 45-day windows. Like no rush to streaming in theatrical movies. So they came out. They started with Digger, which is the Tom Cruise movie, which I'm super excited for because we never get to see Tom Cruise outside of Ethan Hawke or Maverick.
Ethan Hunt. Ethan Hunt.
Hunt. I said Ethan Hawke, Lord. I always say Ethan Hawke. Always. I always call that nigga Ethan Hawke.
I do
But yeah,
love Ethan
Ethan
Hawke though.
Hunt. Yeah, Ethan Hunt or Maverick. So I'm super excited for that movie. They just showed another trailer of it. Maybe some, like first 5 minutes. Very excited for Digger though. Like, I know you love Tom Cruise just as
Oh
much,
yeah,
but probably more than anybody, honestly. But
it's my guy.
yeah, no, super excited for that. Practical Magic 2, which I actually finally watched Practical Magic like maybe like 2 months ago. I had never seen that movie when I was younger, but I
Yeah.
know it's like a cult classic with Sandra Bullock and Nicole Kidman. Other than the fact that there are two sexy ass women in that movie, I don't really get why people love that movie that much. But they still sexy in their old age, so I'm gonna watch it again
Yeah,
because
I haven't even seen
the
the
first
first
one, right?
one.
Yeah,
I haven't seen it in the first. I mean, I've seen it. I just haven't seen it in a long time.
yeah. See,
Like
I had never watched it.
yeah, it's just been. I mean, it's a good movie. I mean, yeah, like you
Yeah,
said, I don't know why they wanted a sequel to it. I just, but
just
whatever. Fuck it,
cult
whatever.
classic, money
I mean,
grab, whatever. It's okay. It's okay to have a money grab.
I like Nicole Kidman, and
Exactly. And I love
we're
Sandra
chilling.
Bullock. That's what,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, we're
So,
chilling.
that one looks good. We'll jump over real quick. DC did their thing. Obviously, Warner Brothers and DC are the same. DC showed more Supergirl. They showed more Man of Tomorrow, but the exciting one was the Clayface. The Clayface trailer, the Clayface trailer dropped at CinemaCon. It's a horror movie for a Batman villain. I absolutely love. Also, the trailer looks terrifying. I love that DC gives so much focus on like the villains. Like they really like to spotlight their villains, which I wish Marvel would do. My favorite thing about DC and James Gunn's little universe currently is that there doesn't necessarily seem to be a plan. And I think Marvel and like Feige and all of them, they kind of like set us up with the very first phase one where it was like you drop a movie, and you're leading to something big. But
Yeah.
it's like it's okay to just drop a hey, we want to make a movie about this villain. We want to give y'all a random horror movie. Sorry, this has nothing to do with nothing. Y'all just we just want to make a
Yeah.
movie. It's
I
a
mean,
low budget movie, and
yeah.
let's see if y'all like it. If y'all
And
don't, we won't do it again.
it was written by Mike Flanagan too, and
Yeah, and
he
it's like
cooking,
yeah,
so it don't matter.
exactly. So it's like hey, look, we're gonna turn Clayface is historically he's a funnier villain. He was pretty funny in the Harley Quinn series, but this shit looks absolutely terrifying. Getting the premise is basically, the guy gets stabbed in the face with a knife. He tries to get some surgery, uh, innovative surgery, and it basically melts his face off. And now he can just that shit, boy. The fact that it's gonna be a horror movie is pretty cool. The movie I'm very excited about though is J.J. Abrams. If y'all aren't familiar with J.J. Abrams, he directed the Star Wars reboots, the Force Awakens, Rise of the Skywalker, and all those, right?
And Star Trek.
In Star Trek, yes. This is his first movie that he's going to be at the helm at since 2019. It is a new science fiction movie. It's called The Great Beyond, and it stars our boy, Hook'em legend, Glen Powell. So, what are your thoughts on that, Tyler? Because obviously I know you have a little more stock in Glen Powell than I do.
Well,
But
because I mean, he's the next movie star. Hopefully, I mean,
yeah,
he's
that's what they're pushing.
it's so funny because like people are over here like, oh, like Glenn Powell's movies don't perform well after like Top Gun Maverick, and I'm like, I mean, he's just testing the waters, I guess he's doing shit. Like he went and did Running Man. Like Running Man had the recipe to be like, it should have been a box office hit. I mean, it had Edgar Wright, who's made fucking bangers. It had Glenn Powell, who the women love Glenn Powell. I mean, now he's in like the Super Mario Galaxy movie. He's doing his little, money like fallback plan. So now you can
Well,
always go back.
What's the name was a box office hit, but it's a sequel to a great movie, Twister 2.
Twisters, yeah.
Twisters.
But
Yeah.
like people are saying, like, and then Anyone But You, I think, was like on Netflix, right? That was just a Netflix movie.
Yeah, that movie did good though on
Yeah,
Netflix.
and so did Hitman. But
Yeah.
people are just like, oh well, Top Gun. I was like, well, he did Hitman, and he did Anyone But You, and then he did Twisters. But then it's like, okay,
Like
yeah, yeah,
he has a what's funny is he's obviously even like with UT and stuff, they're kind of making him the new McConaughey.
yeah,
He has a rom-com lane there if he wants it.
well, absolutely.
He has that. He has that lane. I obviously you don't want to be pigeonholed in that lane, but he has that lane for sure. Though that Hitman movie and Anyone But You, those were two good movies.
And
And
Hitman
like,
was like, I mean, that was like Oscar type
yeah,
comedy too,
like
because it wasn't just like, I mean, Anyone But You was obviously like the typical rom com. Hitman was
yes, for
actually
sure.
like, and he had some
A
good
well
acting
thought
chops in
out
Hitman.
movie.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And so I think, and then like The Running Man, I'm surprised that one didn't do well, but it was, I mean, it's a whatever, a reboot to an old
yeah,
movie. Like those hardly ever do that great unless they're
for
just
sure.
absolutely insane. And
Like yeah.
yeah, no, I mean, How to Make a Killing, I thought was a good
I
movie.
enjoyed How to Make
Yeah.
I enjoyed How to Make a Killing, and I told you my thought was if he did some personal marketing where he went out and did the legwork and promoted the movie, I think that movie would have did. That was a very good movie. How to Make a Killing for sure.
Yeah.
Glen Powell. Make sure y'all see that.
So then he's got this one. He's doing a movie with Ron Howard. He's doing
Mhm.
a Judd Apatow movie. So like he's sticking in the
Yeah, that
comedy
Judd Apatow
section.
comedy movie is going to be, I think, another good one.
So it's like,
but like I said,
at least he's expanding. He's not just trying to like, oh, let me just stay in this niche and then niche
for sure.
and then stay there. And he's at least trying to figure out like, if he can do other shit.
Yeah, I'm really excited for this movie, The Great Beyond. I mean, obviously, we know what The Great Beyond sounds like. Space. If you listen to the last podcast, we're boys.
Sci-fi,
Space,
horror type
yeah,
shit, probably.
sci-fi and space horror. I mean, I'm locked in. I don't need much to. You don't need to convince me as much. And then J.J. Abrams he makes movies that I like, so I'm all in with him. Then the big announcement for me from Warner Brothers. was they have made it official. If you are a Game of Thrones fan, Aegon's Conquest is officially going to be on the big screen. Now, I was torn between this because it was like, man, I would really like this to be a TV series because you could really dive into it. They announced at CinemaCon they teased at CinemaCon 1 that it would not be a solo movie. So it could be, something along the lines of maybe a sequel or a trilogy. But to see Balerion, the Black Dread, in IMAX, burning Harrenhal, when Aegon and his his two sister wives, when they come over from Valeria and get on Westeros' ass, yeah, sign me up. Sign me all the way up. Because if you've read Fire and Blood, you know that nigga was not playing with Westeros when he came over and said, yeah, I like this. This mine now. And I got 3 dragons, which y'all want to do. So yeah, Game of Thrones is already fire. House of the Dragon is fire. But we're gonna see them 3 big ass dragons on the big screen. That shit, bro. IMAX when they fucking Drakari some shit. Oh my god, that shit gonna be loud as hell. I need to go to like a 4D theater so like when they put some heat on us.
They'd actually set you on fire.
It's like, woo, this shit lit, boy. You gotta sit in the D-box seats and be in that whole like,
hell
yeah. No, yeah, I'm super excited. I'm super, super excited for that. What are your thoughts on that? Did you want it to be a TV series or were you leaning more movie?
I figured it was a matter of time before they started doing something like movie related. Cause
Okay.
obviously like, Night of the Seven Kingdoms is more like novellas. So they're obviously going to adapt that into a TV show. So that makes sense. I feel like there's enough backstory to it. And if they're going to do more than one movie, then I feel like it's fine.
Yeah, for sure.
There's obviously, anything with George R.R. Martin, there's a lot of shit you can cut out because he do just be going into too much detail sometimes.
He do. So, there's a lot of fillers.
Yeah, so you could just, there's a lot of shit you can cut out. You could probably do it, you could definitely probably do it in 3 movies. But they did it with The Hobbit, so
there's dead ass a page and a half where he like describes who somebody is, their line of family. Like this person is this person is this person, this person. So WB officially announced that they're doing a small studio. A lot of other studios have their small indie style studios, Focus and Searchlight, things of that nature. WB announced Clockwork. It's supposed to be the idea is it is going to be a low budget film with more focus on the marketing with great directors / writers. The first movie is going to be by Sean Baker. Sean Baker is the director and writer of Anora, the movie that won Best Picture a couple years ago with Mikey Madsen. And the movie's called Ti Amo. No idea what it's about, but Sean Baker's Anora was amazing, so it don't take much to, like I said, I'm easygoing, man. You make a good movie, okay, I'll trust you. Now fuck it up though, you out of there.
He did that one, that Red Rocket, then that was based in like Texas City,
yeah,
which is crazy.
Yeah, it was. And it was so funny when he was watching it, I was like, yeah, I know that's Pop. Big TC, shout out Dom. Okay,
now we'll know if he's really watching the episode.
Facts. That was day 2 though. So then day 3.
Well, we still have the Oceans prequel too.
Oh my god, I completely forgot. Thank you for saying that. Yeah. Completely forgot about it. Yes, Warner Brothers also announced a movie that I am super, super excited for. I completely can't believe I forgot it. If you are a fan of the Oceans, Ocean 11, Oceans 12, Oceans 13, Oceans 8, they are doing a prequel movie. Danny Ocean's parents, which are going to be Bradley Cooper and Margot Robbie, is supposed to be set in like 1965. It's supposed to be in Monaco.
1962 at the Monaco Grand Prix.
At the Monaco Grand Prix. Bradley Cooper is not only starring in the movie, he's supposed to direct it and write the script. Like, this is going to be a good-ass movie. They're going to basically be doing a heist at the fucking Grand Prix. I know that shit is going to be fire. Oh, my God. His parents. Oh, my God. It's going to be so good. So, basically, we're going to get to see how they fucked him up, basically, because they were thieves, and then let's make it a family business.
It's going to be like Focus. It's going to be like Focus, but with Bradley Cooper.
You know what's funny? I literally said, I was like, me and Jen were talking about it, and she was like, I bet Bradley's going to be like Hangover Bradley Cooper. And I was like, and it's probably just going to be Margot Robbie being like Focus Margot Robbie. Like, and I was like, but that's a perfect movie. I was like, 2 good looking ass people stealing shit. Yeah. Sign me up. Sign me all the way up. Fact. So yeah, sorry, I can't believe I forgot about that movie. Day 3, Amazon's. Amazon bought MGM, so Amazon/MGM and Universal Studios. Amazon, they announced, how did I say the word again?
Verity.
Verity, which is the Colleen Hoover book. If you are not familiar with Colleen Hoover, she is the female version of Nicholas Sparks. She wrote she had that big box office movie, Last Thing He Told Me. Or no, It Ends With Us. Yes. What is Last Thing He Told Me? I don't know.
I don't know. They all sound the same.
Last Thing He Told Me is a Apple TV series.
Oh, okay.
But that might be her too. But It Ends With Us is the big movie that she had. But this is another one of her major books. It's going to star fine ass Anne Hathaway. Do I know what the book is about? No. But Jen told me it's good, so and she told me I need to read it because she recommended it to me. And why would I not read a book?
I think I don't know. It was something. I think a person in the book is like an author, but I don't really remember anything about it though. Like I don't know. It's I think one of the characters' names is, I think their last name is Verity or her first name is Verity. One of the two. I don't know.
That makes sense. Yeah,
I don't know.
I haven't read any of her books, but I do know every time I go to Barnes & Noble, she got a book out. I was like, this woman write books. She literally write books at the pace that Nicholas Sparks used to write books, where it was like every 10 minutes you had a new book. Like at some point, you're probably doing some plagiarism.
For sure.
Yeah, because how are you coming up with this many books?
This shit can't be that good, bro. Y'all are just bored. Y'all are bored reading this bullshit.
Another big Amazon movie for me, probably for you too, Tyler. Jason Statham stars as Jason Statham in a Jason Statham movie. So it's Beekeeper 2. I'm not gonna lie, Beekeeper, when I first saw it, I was like, this is gonna be bad. That was one of the better Jason Statham movies, though.
Yeah, that shit. Hey, I've watched it a few times. That shit's pretty good.
Yeah, I really like that. Like them Jason Statham movies be hit or miss.
And I'm not gonna lie though.
Man, that one in Wrath of Man.
Hey, he's actually been on a tear recently. Like he hasn't had a bad one in a hot minute. Because I watched that other one. Oh God, what was the name of it?
You just watched it the other day. I remember you told me.
Yeah, it's like it's him. He's like protecting this little girl, which he does in like every movie, basically.
Every movie, facts,
but like it was, bro. No, it was like they've
you
actually
can't even describe them. You can't even describe the movie because it could be any movie.
It's like, well, shit. Yeah, he's protecting. But it's like, so basically, what it was like, he lives alone.
He beats somebody's ass.
Like he honestly, you could have called him like the lighthouse keeper or something, because like he lives in a lighthouse basically at the beginning of the movie. But then like this little girl, like her and her uncle, like always deliver him food or whatever. And I guess what they say is like, oh, him and her uncle served in the military together, is what like the story was.
Is it The Shelter or is it Mutiny?
Shelter.
There you go.
Yeah, Mutiny's the next one that comes out. Yeah, and that one, I guess he's like on a ship that's getting to, I don't know, Captain Phillips. So he about to fuck it up. We ain't seen him on a ship yet.
Captain Phillips, Jason Statham style.
Hey. Oh, you know what? I never did watch the Meg though, but now I kind of want to.
I've watched the Meg.
I want to watch it.
He whooped that shark ass.
Then in the second one, him and the shark are on the same team or something. I don't know.
Bro,
that's crazy.
Yes, bro. This shit is. I'm telling you,
dude. I love this shit.
I love it too. I ain't gonna lie. I need a Wrath of Man sequel too. But Beekeeper sequel. The first Beekeeper was so fucking fun. This nigga really like bees, and now they're making another one. So yay! Like I said, Jason Statham, starring Jason Statham, doing Jason Statham shit. Can he really fight?
I would assume he knows how to a little bit.
Yeah, I'd assume so. Right? He can't be. Can't be. Or you got the world's greatest stunt double.
No, I mean, I think he does a lot of his own stunts. Or he might not do them now because I know he's getting older, but he definitely did a lot of them. Like,
yeah, R.I.P. to Chuck Norris. But is he basically Chuck Norris? Like, is he a damn black belt at this point?
Yeah, I think he's like, he's a purple belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, Wing Chun, and karate.
Yeah, see, so he really be whooping niggas. Yeah, okay, that's his. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure after 18 movies. The movie I'm most excited though from Amazon that is coming out next year is the remake of the Thomas Crown Affair. This is the second remake. I have never seen the Steve McQueen version, which I do plan on watching. I have seen the Pierce Brosnan one. I saw the Pierce Brosnan one when I was a little kid. I thought it was so cool. I was also like, you know how when you kid, you're so stupid. I thought that was James Bond in Thomas Crown Affair. I was like, why is James Bond stealing? It's like, you can't comprehend that day. This nigga's playing in another movie. Yeah. So, but it's Michael B. Jordan. It's Academy Award winning Michael B. Jordan. And then that fine ass woman, I don't know how to say her name, Ajorna or something. Like she was a Hitman though.
Oh, okay.
Iorna or something like that. Yeah, I don't know her name. She fine though. Y'all know what I'm talking about. She's but yeah, there. If you've ever seen if you've never seen a Thomas Crown Affair, basically, he's like a super sophisticated James Bond type nigga who steals paintings and break-ins stuff like that, and he's being chased by the FBI, and he kind of seduces her. Super fire movie. Michael B. Jordan is in it. I want to say he's directing this movie as well, though. I'm pretty sure. I think he's directing this movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. So very, very excited for that because again, if you've listened to the pod and heard us talk about Sinners, I am all in on MBJ. Always been in on MBJ's. Like have all the stock. Big announcements from Universal. They showed the Odyssey, obviously, which we're all over the moon excited for. But a cool thing they did, Snoop Dogg, speaking of biopics, Snoop Dogg came out and announced that he has a biopic that is coming out next year. That's very exciting. And the guy who's going to play him is Jonathan Davis from Outer Banks. So very excited to see how dramatic and over the top that shit is finna be.
That's actually a really, really good casting choice.
It really is a good. It's a really good casting choice. So I'm very, very excited about that. I hope they really like dive into like everything and like get all the way gangster with it, like for sure. Very, very excited for that. And then another movie, a franchise that I absolutely have always loved since I was a little kid. They announced Focker-in-Law. I am listen, Gaylord Focker. Yeah. Meet the Parents and Meet the Fockers. Little Fockers, I don't acknowledge that movie.
Neither does Ben Stiller, but it's fine.
Yeah, neither does Ben Stiller. Ben Stiller literally said, hey, just watch 1 and 2, skip 3. Meet the Parents and Meet the Fockers are two of the funniest movies I've ever seen in my entire life. When I saw those movies, I didn't know Robert De Niro could be funny, so he was a terrifying person to me. Because every time I saw him in a movie, he just was so mean and angry. He is so good in those movies. Like, so good. And then him with Dustin Hoffman is some of the best, like, television I've ever seen. Like, so, and now we got Ariana Grande. Like, yeah, I mean, like I said, I love Meet the Parents and Meet the Fockers,
Yeah.
man. I'm so excited for Focker-in-Law.
When Meet the Fockers came out, I feel like people like hated that fucking movie.
Yeah.
But now, like, bro, I don't know. I've always thought that shit was so goddamn funny.
It's one of those ones that like aged better as we going on, you know?
That shit was so funny, dude.
Bro, like, Jesus. Yeah, that's it. Like, even I was watching a movie the other day, like, somebody comes to your house and you literally like, we don't flush number ones. Like telling somebody we don't flush.
Yellow, let it mellow.
Yeah. Yeah. We got very delicate plumbing. I still to this day be like, ass. Ooh.
Yo, bro, all the time. All the time.
Ass. Ooh. Man.
He's like, what else is he? Oh, I don't know. He's like, I have nipples. Could you milk me, Greg?
Yeah, could you milk me? I have nipples. You can milk anything. I have nipples. Can you milk me, Greg?
Oh,
that nigga said his name was Greg. That nigga name was Gaylord. His parents named him Gaylord Focker.
What a time.
I wonder when he was writing the script. Like, so, yo, what's the most ridiculous name I could come up with that I could get away with saying on TV? Oh, man. So, yeah, like I said, super fucking excited for that. Then we moved to day 4. Disney came out. Disney is always doing their Disney thing, so there's no new stuff there. They showed some stuff with Doomsday. They let us know that it's pretty much going to be based around Thor and Captain America. Those are the main characters. I'm very excited for that movie. They showed footage from it where basically, I guess Downey has like a European accent under the mask. So I'm just super excited to see him as Victor. Does it make sense to me? No. Do I care? No. So I'm super excited for Doomsday. I mean, I'm sure you are as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, like it's funny because I don't know if I said it on this last pod or not, but they showed like early, they got the feedback from the initial watches, and they said people are like saying this is like better than Infinity War, and I'm like, I don't believe you. But will I be there? Yes. It definitely is like the Ron Burgundy, like, I don't believe you. Like, no way this movie
Yeah,
is
I
gonna be
mean,
as good
it's
as
like, and
Infinity
we don't
War.
really, I mean, like, we don't know too much about the movie too, which is like
Facts.
always the best thing about Disney is that they don't like. Obviously, a shitload of people are in it, but
Yeah.
it's like
That's all you know.
we don't know story wise like literally anything that's going on.
Yeah.
So it's like
And I
it'll
like that.
be
You said it'll be
interesting to
what?
see it. It'll be
Oh
interesting
yeah,
to
for sure.
see. So
And I like that they're doing something where it's like you have to go, they're gonna put Endgame back in the theater and you need to kind of watch Endgame again because it's gonna connect you somehow to Doomsday. So that's super cool. Like just throwing some shit. It'll make some money.
yeah, they're
It'll get
like,
some
well,
money.
they said they're like adding tie-ins to Doomsday, which is funny. But then, bro, people are fucking over here complaining about it, like, oh, they're re-releasing. I'm like, bro, they've re-released Avatar like 18 times just to keep it at the top spot. Y'all can get the fuck out of here, because
If you
fuck
don't want to, but
Avatar.
also if you don't want to go watch it, don't.
Yeah,
Nobody's
fuck
making
Avatar,
you.
and also fuck Avatar, because what the fuck, dude?
Facts. Yeah, we can't let Avatar be number one. What else did they? Obviously, Toy Story 5. Tom Hanks and Tim Allen were on stage. First time they've actually gone to CinemaCon, which is pretty fucking cool. So I'm excited. I'm super excited about that. They did The Mandalorian and Gru,
Yep.
whatever you say his name, Gru, whatever. And then obviously Spider-Man: Brand New Day, which as we get closer and closer to that movie, I am so ready for that movie.
Bro, it's gonna
Like
be so good.
I'm so ready for that movie. Like
And then also,
just
while like watching Daredevil, while also being like, damn, bro, Spider-Man's coming out soon, and like the Punisher's gonna be in that, and he
yeah.
was like I'm like, whoo, I was like, they're
Yeah,
cooking
I
right
just
now,
can't.
bro.
Yeah, I'm there. We just, I, yeah, it's so like every time I see the trailer, I just be like, man, this is gonna be good. Real quick, by the way, I forgot to mention it because I don't want to make sure I give love to it. Warner Brothers did show footage from Dune 3, and because obviously Dune is coming out the same day as we got Doomsday. They showed the first 5 minutes of the movie. They said that the movie is heavily influenced by Saving Private Ryan.
Yeah, I think we talked about this last time. I think,
We did
didn't we?
talk about it. It probably
Yeah.
is. So I want to make sure I point it out again. Go watch the first 5 minutes of. If you love Dune, go watch the first 5 minutes of Saving Private Ryan. You'll and be excited for Dune 3. Yeah. So like I said, same shit from Disney. I love Disney's direction as far as like what they're doing with this movie. I'm actually, and obviously they just announced that they're getting Studio H at Comic-Con in San Diego, which I really would like to go to. I'm actually trying to see if I can find some tickets to get out there because like I need to know what's going on. I need to be a part of it. I can't be behind. But Paramount came, and so Paramount closed it up after Disney. Paramount shows some scary movie stuff, which it's so funny because people are already getting so offended. They just dropped a little teaser the other day with the Michael poster, and it said "touching kids everywhere," and people are like so offended by that. And I
Bro, I
just
think
know this movie
I think it's a touching fans everywhere is what it
touching
was.
fans everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's my
And then
bad.
people were just taking. I was like, bro, it's not even saying nothing. It's
It's
just like,
comedy though. It's
yeah.
like that's their comedy, and they're like, we're not pulling punches. That trailer when that first dropped, when it was like, she stabbed her, and she's like, my pronouns are they them. it's like, it's like, bitch.
And they've
Like
and they've
that
already
really
made fun
be.
of Michael. They made fun of Michael Jackson in the third movie. So I mean, obviously, the Wayans brothers weren't a part of that one. But that shit was. I
Yeah,
still think about that shit was so
that
funny
was
to
so
me.
yeah. But the big announcement from Paramount, um, they also are talking about the CEO who is obviously in charge of like they're going to be taking over Warner Brothers. They're committing 18 movies, 45-day windows. I really wish they would put now that the movie is leaked and they see people want to watch it, maybe put the Avatar movie in the theaters. Don't release it on Paramount Plus. They have a following. But the big announcement from them is it is official. Top Gun 3 is now moving forward. I don't know if we have a script yet or not. I'm not sure if. Oh, I hope my hope is that Phoenix, Hangman, Rooster, like Bob, I hope Coyote. I hope they all come back. I don't know what the mission could be, but Top Gun Maverick is if I'm ranking, Top Gun Maverick is up there with like Godfather 2 and like Dark Knight as like one of the best trilogies to a movie ever. That
And
movie is
it
so much
honestly
better than the first one.
it might be the best sequel of all time for the sole
It-
fact of when it came out and what it did.
Yeah,
Like it
for
came
sure.
out after the like theaters were basically dead, and that shit. People were
Done.
like, "Fuck that, we're going to watch this shit."
That movie
Like,
stayed in theaters for 7 months and did numbers for 7 months. That movie was so good. I saw that movie 3 times before it finally came on streaming.
and it's still
That
so
movie,
good.
and it's like I watch it now and I'm just like, I went and rewatched the first one a couple times. That movie is Top Gun. The original Top Gun is cult following, like for sure. Like, oh, this is a cool movie, especially in the 80s. I could see, oh, this is a cool ass movie. Like, I couldn't imagine being 14. When you watch Top Gun Maverick, that movie blow that shit out the water. Out the, bruh. What? Man, it's just, and you can see it's honestly like the sign of times, like obviously like the visual effects and everything that they was able to do. But like, my God, what a movie. So
Oh, yeah. Top Gun 3 is gonna be interesting because it's like, are they gonna make it like the movie Stealth, where it's like, oh, it's an AI, like we have an AI pilot now or something? Like we've already done that
my
before.
favorite thing though is like Tom Cruise is very adamant, like, this is at the end of the day, like he looks at it like, bro, this is my baby. This is my movie.
Mm-hmm.
Like, so he's like, I'm not doing a movie if my script not up to par.
Yeah, he was
And
like
it's like,
that. He was like that with that and Mission Impossible.
yeah,
Because he did Mission Impossible for
yeah, it's
so
like
long.
I'm not just doing it just to do it. Like, these are my movies. And it's like, I hope we get, in this movie we watched, it was, what were they in? They were in F-14s and they were fighting fifth generations, right?
Something
I
like
hope
that. Yeah.
I hope we get like a modern, because we got a 1984, fight in the air. Let's get us don't even make it a dog fight. Give us some fucking the best of the best. Odie, let's go Hangman and Mav versus the best China got to offer. Let's do, you know what? Let's do Iran. Let's fucking make it political. let's get in that bag and really piss them off and show them what's up. Let's do a mission. We going to Iran. Let's just get it all. Let's take it all the way there. Blow they whole shit up. Oh, yeah, America. Like, let's just do it. No, yeah, I'm super excited for Top Gun 3. Like, that is something that I am like over the moon for. So, like I said, yeah, CinemaCon is hopefully next year by this time. You know what I'm saying? We done kind of got a little bit of following, and they just be like, "Hey, man, why don't Channel Surfers? Why don't y'all come on to CinemaCon on us?" We like, oh, we love to. We love to be there. That's what I'm saying. On God, I'm finna go to, if I can get to Comic-Con in San Diego, I'm gonna make some fucking Channel
Business
Surfer
cards?
business cards. Hey, we love to have you on the pod, man. We get about, we got a nice little following. But yeah, no, like I said, I'm super excited. So as we get ready to wrap up, as always, Tyler, what is something that you are looking forward to, or what are you most excited to watch this week?
Well, I'll say it. I'll see the Devil Wears Prada 2.
Hey, that's a good,
This
Devil Wears Prada 2, baby.
another Anne Hathaway movie, and no sequel to a classic movie. I've actually rewatched the first one like a few months ago. It's still pretty solid. It's a little goofier now, but
But yeah, I'm excited to see. Honestly, I'm excited to see Devil Wears Prada 2. One thing I can say, the cast looks so good. I love that. Like, for all white cast, they age so well. Like, and the white folks don't. Facts. Meryl Streep always looks amazing.
She's looked the same for so long.
Stanley Tucci, good looking brother.
He also hasn't aged at all ever.
Facts. Emily Blunt and Anne Hathaway are like getting finer, especially Emily Blunt. Anne Hathaway always been fine, but I be looking at Emily Blunt, I be like, God, Lee, I'm like, John, you get to wake up to her every day. She be looking good. I saw a picture the other day. I was like, did you get new boobs? She look good out here. I was like, my God, that's a good looking woman. Then she got an English accent. That make her, oh man, Anne Hathaway, she LeBron James. So, but it's like, if she LeBron James, like Emily Blunt might be like Steph Curry or KD or something, like longevity is just crazy, but like not as big as Anne Hathaway's, but you also 38 too. Like, dang girl, we see you. But no, yeah, I'm super excited for that movie. What's crazy is I've watched Devil Wears Prada like maybe like once in my entire life. I need to rewatch it because I absolutely don't know what that movie's about other than the fact
Yeah,
that Meryl Streep is a bitch.
I've probably seen it like 3 or 4 times, like
Yeah,
overall. So I mean, that's including the last time I watched it and the first time I watched it. So
got you. Yeah, I watched it. I think when it first came out. I don't know. I saw it on DVD or something, but I probably or like USA or something. But I wasn't paying attention. It was just it was on TV.
yeah,
So I'm excited to see a movie called Fuse. Um, it is out in theaters. It has Aaron Taylor Johnson, he was kick ass. Theo James was the nigga in Divergent. He's also in the Gentleman series on Netflix. And then it has Sam Worthington, who was in the Clash of the Titans, Wrath of the Titans, and probably in something more important than those. But those are the movies I like. Do I know what the movie's about? No, but the poster had 3 niggas holding ARs. So yeah, I'm in there. That I can't even tell you what the movie's about. I will let y'all know if the movie's good, but I see explosions on the poster. I see somebody shooting guns, and it's 3 dudes that I like to watch movies in. So will it be good? I don't know. Will I go see it? Absolutely. I'm very, very excited to watch it. Trying to think.
let's say it's got 6.3 on IMDb. I mean, that's not terrible.
IMDb, I feel like they never give good ratings though.
I mean,
They
that's
ratings
just
just
it's just people on there rating the
got
shit
you.
out of it.
Does
I
it
mean,
say why you on?
Rotten Tomatoes picky asses gave it a
Yeah.
78, so who knows?
Why are you on there? Does it say what the movie is about? Because I absolutely have no idea what the movie's
Says
about.
set in London, Fuse unfolds after an unexploded World War II bomb is unearthed at a busy construction site, forcing a massive citywide evacuation. Amid the escalating tension and chaos, a daring criminal operation is set in motion, one that uses the evacuation as cover for a meticulously planned heist. As
Yeah,
authorities,
heist.
yeah, yep. As authorities
Oh
race
yeah.
against time to contain the crisis, alliances blur and moral boundaries are crossed. The film definitely propels audiences through a series of calculated twists, delivering a wildly entertaining ride.
Yeah, yeah. See, I know. You can tell by you. Hey, look, I know a good poster, man. I know a good poster. I would have never thought heist movie too. A World War II bomb. What the hell? That shit
Sign
just
me up.
in the earth.
Sam
Yeah.
Worthington
So
don't do anything right now, so
yeah. See, I actually been watching a movie with him on Amazon. I've been watching it for like a week. It's my go to sleep movie. It's called Lansky, the movie about Meyer Lansky, the mob nigga from back in the day that was running with like Lucky Luciano and all of them. It's on Amazon Prime. Amazon Prime always got some nonsense on there.
yeah.
But basically, he's playing a reporter that is interviewing Meyer about his whole life. While he's interviewing him, the FBI wants him to wear wires so they can hear what he's talking about, so they can try to catch him or something. I don't know. It says based on a true story, but yeah, I've been watching it for like literally, I've been watching it for like literally like a week because I go to sleep on it. Because it's not even not as bad. It's just I gotta go to bed, but I can't go to bed
Yeah.
with the TV not being on.
That's fair.
Yeah, so
I'm the same way.
I've watched that. And if there was what movie you watched the most this year, Amazon would definitely be like, you watched this movie 80 times. But yeah, so we'll be back next week. We're gonna do a breakdown of Invincible. The series just ended. We're gonna talk about it. We're gonna spoiler. We're gonna dive into it. Daryl will be back. So yeah, man, let's surf, baby.